Well, here's the next one. This has got need a good clean up. Something there. Redo those. Yep. Inside, outside, and the roof. So this is just a general sort of look round, make sure that there's no it goes out better than it comes in, basically. And once we're got the inside to do and all, a little bit dusty, little bit. Mats are coming out, they're being replaced with new ones, so I've got to do carpet, try and clean these seats up best I can, give them a good store. Roof maybe, I could do a little scrub. Bit of greenery here and there. How are we doing down in here? Oh, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad, just a bit dusty, that's all. Normally that's loads of green in there. So we've got some green there, across the top. There's some scuff lines across here, look. Someone's used something, possibly like a jet wash or something along here at some point. Very, very possible. It looks like something's forceful has been on this roof. Yeah, something has. Especially here, look at that. Swirl, that's jet wash, if anything. But the green, all that green, lovely greenery. Yum. So we'll give all that a good scrub. Anyway, wheels, wings, blah blah blah. The aerial and what have you is being replaced later by somebody else. My mate Zach over at ER Motors. Bit of green through here, bit of green through here, bit of greenery. Oh yeah. So we've got some work to do. We've got some scrubbing to do. What's going on there? There's a patch. That don't feel right. That feels funny to me. It's different. Not by much, but it's different. There's a patch of something. Don't know what the hell that is. That's weird. It could be that someone's rubbed a cloth across there. It's weird, that one. A bit like here. But you can see more of these like jet wash marks. Look. So hopefully we'll get rid of them. Doubtful, but we can only try. So this side, how we doing? Yep, no obvious dents or dings, no obvious signs of damage anywhere really. Usual regular light scratches and chips here like that one. Let's see if I can... Oh dear, he's a bit deep. Yeah, he's a bit deep. I'm not getting rid of him in a hurry. I'll see what I can do, lighten him up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Rightio. Crack on then. About just under 3/4 of the roof done so far. This has had 2 scrubs and the water is just about starting to run clear now. Just about starting to run clear. So probably go over this again, but as you can see, look, I know it looks lovely when it's like this. When it's wet, it looks all nice and clean, doesn't it? But this is one of the reasons why I'm doing on a second scrub over and making sure, because pretty patterns. Once it's dry, you might still see like very faint green patches. So I need to be sure that it's all gone. Hence the twice the go over. And if I need to, I'll go over it again. This is just baby shampoo. It's really, really soft shampoo, so it's really gentle. So it's good for the material, and that's all it is. Okay. Step 1. Scrub. Ew. Bit of fluff. That stuff landing on it already, look. already being blown in the air, stuff landing on it. Amazing, isn't it, eh? But yeah, now I've gone over it twice. I've given it a scrub 3 times, twice with the soap, and the 3rd time with just clear water. And literally I've just got a hose, gentle pouring of the hose, no massive power or anything, and then scrubbing all of this out with the hose next to it until the water runs clear. And you can see like it's literally washed. Most of this water here is now clean. That's all dry, dirty from originally, but you can see some of it is still pretty wet and clear. Yep, so that's what you need to do. And you try and get some off there. Yeah, it looks pretty clear to me so far. Doing all right. But that said, the proof is in the pudding, and we won't really know if I've missed any spots or if any green spots are going to be a bit more stubborn, etc., etc., until this is completely dry. And once it's completely dried, that's when I can actually get to look over it, because I can see a very faint, it might be the way the cloth is, but I think I can see a little bit of green remainder around here. I think I've also possibly got some in this corner, and I've definitely got some over here in this one. I think there's some stuck in there. Oh, let's get the camera. Yeah, I think there's some stuck in there. So yes, so I need to get a smaller brush on that, get right inside that one, just to make sure he's all good. So that's not too big a problem, that one. That one on the other side, they're all right, that's not bad. But it's when you get into like the patchy stuff. So once it's dry, hour or 2 in this weather, maybe a bit more, we'll have a better understanding of where we're at. Ooh, look, it's dry. Ooh, it's dry. Yeah, look, tiny little bits down in here. I'll get a dry brush on those. They should be able to, right up inside there, look. Right, tickling inside there. I've got to get that out. Then we've got a tiny little bit here. You can see some more still over there, so that just needs a little bit more attention. It's just these little spots that need it. Same with that one there. They just need that little bit of extra scrubbing where I've missed it. This bit. Yeah, there's that one up there. Ah, there he is. I thought it was up here, but it wasn't. It's just below here. So this allows me to focus on it all, and all along here to there. Load of stuff landed on it already. Amazing what goes through the air. But I'm glad that's really cleaned up. That one there, that was really quite thick and heavy in there. I was expecting to find something there, but there's nothing there at all. And then the rest of it is absolutely, maybe a spot there. Yeah, I can understand why there'd be a spot here, because reaching it and trying to get it, and of course you're pushing it that way when you're brushing, and then you're doing the same from the other side, so it's going to meet up in the middle and you're going to miss that. This is one of those easy little things. Is he coming out? It's dust. Look at that, it's dust. I've washed it and it's covered in dust already. Look at that. Wow. All I've done is wait for it to dry. Well, I'm glad I've done that, because I've got to get all that off. Looks like I'm going to have to get the soft brush up on this as well before I coat it, because I don't want to go coating it and there's all this stuff trapped underneath it. So that will all be coming out. Meanwhile, back at the back cave, yeah, same with that little bit there as well. I think that's the same issue, because most of that's clean now. Oh yeah, there we go, it's gone. That's it, sweet. I will give them another little lick over though. Even here's all good. Yep. Yeah, looking nice. Bit of a scuff there. Yeah, that's alright, sorted. Lovely, very nice. Yep, little bit here, little bit of greenery. So yeah, what's that, 3-4 spots? just take care of them, and then we're away. And yes, I am sucking up a, what's it, a convertible roof, that's the one. Now, I'm not getting rid of all these linty bits, but what I am doing is getting rid of all this dust that bounced back. Watch it just disappear. Look at that. Magic. This little bit. Now this back deck here is a bit tough. I might have to go over him again. He's being a bit of a but yeah, one-handed. Nah, no good. I've got to put the camera down. Sorry. And the lint roller. Where's my lint roller? Has anybody seen my lint roller? Or am I picking it all off by hand? No, no good. Both hands. Sorry. Well, would you look at that? This bit here is still drying, just a little bit. It won't be long and it'll be dried off completely. But look how clean that is now. Yeah? And look at the rest of it. This is completely dry. Now, there's some scuff damage here that wasn't me. This was not me. That was there prior. But now you can see why I hoovered it. All that thin layer of dust. Look, there's none there anymore. It's all gone. Why did I do that? The reason being is that all that dust and dirt will be sitting in every single tiny little crack, groove, nook and cranny all over this roof. And the moment you go the moment you go treating it with anything, hopefully you don't use silicone and you use something like Fab Seal Gold, which is what I use. The moment you start doing that, that sealant will be sat on that dust, and then the moment it all dries out, all that dust goes whoosh and gone once you start driving down the road, or there's some rainfall. It washes all that dirt out, and then all of that sealant you've put on here, possibly even half of it, is no good, because there's millions of tiny little holes where the dust was covered in sealant, not the actual material. So that is why this now currently looks like it does. And it's bone dry. This is bone dry. Now, I can't take full credit for the total ultimate appearance of this roof, because it is in pretty good, reasonably good condition. It looks like it's had some care and attention in its life. It is starting to look a bit worn in places. I don't know how old it is. I don't know how long it's been on the car. It may be the original. No idea. Bit of soap drain in there. I've got to scrub that up with a gentle brush, cleaning out all that before I seal it. So you just got to keep on checking it to spot stuff like this. You don't want to see stains like that one up there. I'll see them a bit differently now. I'll have to give them another brush, but the rest of it's gone. All clean. Oh no, two tiny little bits left. We're all good down there, all good around here. So there you go. Now all I'm going to do is, once I've sorted out those little bits, hit it with the Fab Seal Gold. Hey. Don't that look pretty? Yeah, it does, because it's fresh Fab Seal. It's all wet and drying. I stipple it in, scrub it in, and try to make sure I get it into every single fibre as much as I possibly can, especially around these areas, these bits and these ridges, and anywhere there's a seam, even these ridges, I try to make sure they've got extra deep, because that's where they pull the material tight, and you need that extra bit of protectant right on that section there. So that's it, all up in Fab Seal for the first time. Wait until that dries, and then I'll use the rest of the can, which is I've got about a quarter of a can left. Actually, I don't even remember telling you what size tin I've got. I think it's a 500 mil. Where is he? Oh, it's a litre. 1 litre. So, oh look, we've got fluff landing on it already. But this side's all done. Me and my hands. But yeah, this side's all done. This one's going to be dry. This cloth was actually quite thirsty. I don't think this has been done in quite a while. It just, well, it soaked it up. So it's going to be nice to see what it's like when it's actually dried and completed. As you can see down here, it's all sort of thick on the beading and the edging. So it's all dripping and draining down. What you don't want to try and do is overload it so much that it runs down all over the car and all over the windows. As you can see, I haven't got any because, you know, but there is a couple of bits here and there. Not there, okay? That ain't it, right? But yeah. It's official, the roof is dry. Hey, look at that. Done. Oop, camera. Oh no, fluffy things, go away, fluffy things. Get off, get off. Be somewhere else. Yeah, so there you go, roof's done. Totally dry. Fab Seal Gold. Yum, 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 yum. Now, in a minute, because I'm just doing the wheels at the moment, I'm giving the wheels a good going over. Once they're done, I think I'll go over this with the rest of the Fab Seal just to say that it's all been used, and that should give that a really nice dose all over then. Give it a nice coat. About a quarter of a tin left. Somewhere between an eighth and a quarter of a tin left, something like that. That should be plenty to go over like the vast majority of the top here, or especially pay particular attention to the seams again. One or the other. I might do seams first, i.e. these bits and where the rods are, and around the back here. Make sure they're all good. But yeah, it's looking all right. Feels lovely. It's all fluffed up. And some of those, I haven't seen any remnants of those marks. Looks like we've got rid of them. The old, yeah, looks like they've gone. But yeah, there you go. Ta-da! Next. Oh yeah, there is one next. I believe it belongs to a Mr. Baker. That's coming along soon. It's an interesting one, that one is. Really interesting. I can't wait to get my hands on it, to be honest. It's going to be really interesting to see how it comes out. Well, how cool is this, right? Yeah, there I am, washing the car, and what happens? It starts to rain. Beading, lovely. It's when it starts to roll off, so I know that the Fab Seal has done its business. And I'm glad that I didn't apply the second coat earlier. I think now if this continues throughout the night, well it will, it's getting late now anyway, I won't be giving it another coat until possibly late tomorrow afternoon, depending on the weather. If it's good in the morning and it looks clear and looks like it's going to stay dry, I'll coat it then. But this is going to be really interesting. I wish I had a time-lapse video now. I'll just shut up and we can listen and watch the rain fall on the roof of a freshly treated Saab convertible roof. Don't get to do this very often, do we, eh? Well, it's about 11:15 in the morning. My left shoulder is absolutely killing me. The roof's still drying out from last night's rain. I've just wiped up any excess that was on it. I hope it don't rain again. Meanwhile, I've been clay barring the car all the way round, so all the tar spots are gone and all the little iron grits that's been left behind after using the iron fallout have gone. Still got to do the headlights. The wheels are dirty again because the rain splashed all the dirt up the side of the wheels and up the rims and everything else, so that's annoying. Stone chips, yeah. Bugles, got some bugles. But yeah, it's all looking hunky-dory so far. Bit of, yeah, all clean under there, but a bit of residue left behind which will wash off shortly. Stone chip, stone chip. Oh, did I miss a spot? No, it's just a bit of something. Same with that one, is that? Yep, bit of something. Bit of something. Yeah, all good so far. So I'm hoping the roof dries out. Now, the areas of importance, after watching, re-watching yesterday's video that I made on this roof, I am looking mainly a little touch along here, a touch across these edges, and same with there and this area in particular. But it's almost the same on both sides. The other side though, it's a bit more up here it needs, so I'm going to make sure that these are done, both sides, and both sides of these are done again. Then I'm going to give that a second coat, well, I don't know, a third. It's possibly I've lost count actually. That's going to get some more juice on it, that area. Same with this bottom back bit, just to be 100% on that, and then whatever's left is going over the top. Not that the top needs it, but yeah, all good. Getting there. One day at a time, sweet. Oh crikey. Well, yeah, it definitely looks like I'm in here for the day. It don't look like it's going to stop. I've thrown a rag, cloth, towel on the roof and just dragged it across to dry it off. I haven't patted it or anything like that. I've just dragged off the water with a towel. I wiped it down. It's all feeling good. It feels nice all over. I'm going to start inside the boot, clean the inside of the boot, and then work my way forwards so that I can close off that section and know that that's done, and then work to each wing and then make sure each wheels are done and clean. Then go to the doors, then do the rear windows, then start from the inside at the rear seats and move forwards. So that's my plan of action. Almost got the boot clean. Almost. I mean, spare wheels clean, at least. Got that bit done. Still working on this bit. Hoovering's done. Oh, there's a bit, missed a bit. Where did you come from? And there. Sweet. Yeah, for all these little crooks and crannies down in underneath here, for example, right in right in the corners, like such as down there, I use a genuine brass brush, and it gently lifts out all the dirt, and then simple hoover it up. As for all the plastics, I'm using like a multi-surface cleaner with a silicone sponge. So I've actually got some form of grit in the sponge, and it just, yeah, that's lovely and smooth at the moment. It's absolutely. And then of course afterwards I'll be going over it, all the rubber and plastics, with some of this stuff. 303 graphene trim coating. Renew and protect plastic trim. Yeah, this stuff is pretty good. I like it. I've had this one quite a while, and it's lasted me quite well. Just open the little cap at the top, squirt a little bit onto a cloth, and just wipe along. Simple as that. You can give it a wipe off after a while if you want, just to make sure there's no, like, you haven't put too much on, but it is lovely stuff. I'm not paid to do that, by the way. That's just me giving that a review, what I think of it, you know, out of some of the in comparison to others that I've used. Anyway, next, look at all those swell marks. Whoa, loads and loads of them. Yummy. And this has had a paint job at some time. It's had a bit of a paint repair on the back end here, look. Right there. It's had a ding and someone's smacked some little bit of spray on it and then lacquered over it. The finish is pretty good. I'll give them that. The finish is pretty good. I like the finish, but something's happened there at some point. There's peeling. Which one is it? Yeah, this one. That's lacquer peeling, and there's all dirt stuck inside it. So I've got to try and get all that. It's filthy. It's all peeling from under there. Hear it? Breaking up under my thumbnail. Yeah, and the things you find. So anyway, there's a scratch here on the rear panel where the boot lid would come up, but I think it's to do with the gas struts may have failed at some point, and of course when you lift it, it hits this, drops down, something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I hope to be able to get rid of the majority of that. That's water that's just made it disappear. You give that 5 minutes once it's dry. And it'll be back again. And you can already start to see it coming through now. So yeah, the compounding hopefully should get rid of most of that. Onwards. Well, that's the first section done. I've done this bit, and the spoiler. The scratch is almost gone. You can barely see it. I can see it from here, but you can barely see it now. So that's a big improvement on that one. I could go again. As you're going to see in a second, because this is the before. So you can see how the light is all starry, and you've got all these swell lines everywhere. Loads of them, look. See them all? Tons of it. It's like a very intricate spider web going around everything. In comparison to what I've just done, much better, isn't it, eh? Now, when you move slowly, you can actually catch a lot of the other scratches that are still left in that top coat of clear coat that I could, if I wanted to, or if I needed to, get them out. They would come out. It's just how much time do you want to spend? Get it like a mirror finish is possible, but what we've got, I'm happy with. Well, I just want to show you all something. My suspicions about this bodywork was right. This has been sprayed, and I think at least twice. Yeah, I think at least twice. For one, look at the colour of that in comparison to the colour of that. That's darker, alright? Look, even here, look, you can see there's a colour difference. Okay? Then you look at the bumper, look how bright that is. See? Now, when I was cleaning through this earlier, and I was moving my hand along the panel trying to feel for any bumps and lumps, I found some. Now, if I can get them on the camera, oh, there they are. Get my finger rusty there, look. See them all? This is from spraying. They've actually caused this by spraying. If you look at this window and follow the window, you'll see those little dips there. That's from spraying. Now, also look at the surface again, and look how ripply it is. See all those ripples? That is because it's too thick, and I think it's the lacquer that has gone really, really thick. Now, I've got a little tool that helps me prove all this. Dun dun dun. So we need some base readings. Take them from a panel that we believe to be okay, and we've got 164 there. on this panel, 231. That's a big jump. 240. 172. So this piece has been painted because that is thinner. This is original. That's been painted so far, from what I understand. Now, let's have a look at this door, because even this bit up here, I think even this has been painted. Let's check that one. 144. That's thin. I thought so. 135. Look at it. Do you see how it looks like primer? Even the way it lays, the little ripples in it, it just looks like primer to me. And I think that's a really, really thin coat of the silver that they've put on, and you can still see the primer through it. And then of course they've gone on with a lacquer, and the lacquer's really thin as well. Really, really thin, that is. It came to my attention. Now I want to see down here, because this is a chip, but it depends on when it was done. So that's 135. 243. Right there is 243. Make sure it's fat. Yeah, 203, 209. So there's something going on. 217, that's better. So yeah, there's a difference between that. Oops. Oh, I changed. Oh, I'll turn the light off. 149, yeah. 156. 155. That's been painted. So anyway, back to this panel where it looks, look at it, look how glossy it looks. And see all those ripples in it? That ain't right, that ain't normal, that is really thick paint. So if we come off this panel, 313, and that is where it looks pretty reasonable and pretty good, you know? Down on the side, overloaded. Overloaded, it's too thick. I didn't change nothing, did I? 2060? 185, yeah, no, I didn't change nothing. 1759. 303. That's had some major work done to it. There might even be body filler in that. That would suggest to me there's body filler in that wing. Now, as for this up here where those dimples are, this made me laugh. Oh, this was hilarious. This was the first bit that I tested and went through. And of course now I'm just chasing this down. Now if I went here just on the shoulder. Oh, what's overload? 305. Alright, that's where I was, and I thought to myself, no, it's got to be thicker. So I went up the top here. 312, where was he? He was about 355. Yeah, there's an area there that goes up into the 400s. So they laid it on really, really thick here. And down here, I can only suspect that there's body filler in it, because it's overloading. See, the maximum range, oh well, is exceeded. Another way of testing that and checking is getting a magnet, but I've just cleaned all this bodywork and I'm not going to go messing about doing all that. But this has definitely been painted. As for the rear bumper, you can't read it. It's plastic. It won't send you a signal through for this meter to read properly. Same with the spoiler. See, nothing on the spoiler. It's plastic, or whatever it's made of. 229 on the other wing. What's that, 280? Yeah, 280. 196. So we're sort of within the limits of each other. 225. 164. 167. Front wing. 169. So there's your 181. That's your rough. That's your original rough area paint. 164. 209. Oh yes, this baby's had some work done on it. That said, she's coming up quite nice. She is looking rather nice. Getting there. I've just finished polishing it, so now I've got to get the roof uncovered, get it treated, and then I can start working on the inside. I still can't get out to the outside yet. Man. So, welcome to platform Saab 9 3 3/4, because I'm only doing 3/4 of the car today. I can't put this roof outside. Not for at least another 4 or 5 hours. Yep. Fun times, ooh la la, fun times, ooh la la. And when you clean things and you get up and personal, you get to see stuff like that. Look at that dent. See him? Right there. Tiny, tiny little valley, causing that wobble in the shadow there. Easily pull out, unless you can get in behind and just push him. Fingers from the inside, that will just go boink. Just another bit on the car to observe. Right, that's the rear 3/4 of the car on the outside done. It's all polished, ceramic. Oh yes. The extra coating on the roof has gone on, and it did very, very well. It spread nicely across almost everywhere, so I'm really chuffed with that. Now I'm coming down to the front where I can get access to the screen, and I'm cleaning it with wire wool. Wire wool on glass? Yeah. Oh hell yeah. But what you want to do is, to make sure of a good clean screen, is you want to go up and down, all the way across. So that gets out all the tiny little bits of grit, all the dirt, any bits of iron particles you've missed, anything like that. This will take the whole lot out, and you'll be left with a lovely smooth screen. And once you've polished it, it'll be super duper clear. So now you do this up and down motion on the inside and the outside of the screen. Reason being, any oncoming headlights at night, if they hit your windscreen and there's any imperfections in your cleaning methods, the beam of the light will spread up and down the screen, so that you can still see the rest of the road pretty clearly. Now if you clean it left to right and the light hits your windscreen, the beam of the headlight will spread across the screen instead, and that'll block off some of the road that you can actually see, because all you can see is a smear of light going across. So you want it to go up and down. It creates the finest beam of light through the screen rather than the one that's across. Much better for viewing. So take note of that. Much better. Much better. Much more uniform now. Yeah, I was right to do that. Much better. Oh yeah. Can't beat a real rain test, can you? Just after it's been done. Hey, there's a runner. Yeah, look, just skipping off. Yep. Parfait. Absolutely parfait. Got that spot on. It's like frost, isn't it? On a frosty winter's morning. Amazing, really. you almost want it to rain just that little bit harder, don't you? I could stand here like this for hours. Ooh, that was a nice one. It's like looking for shooting stars, isn't it? Yeah, superb. Even in the gully there, it's beading all the way along there now. So that's a good sign as well. Beading in the valley. Yep, it's happening all the way along it. Ooh yeah, that's all going to run off in a second. It's going. Oh, oh. Yay! First one, straight out. Come on, we want another one. A lovely one just down there then. What other channel offers you this experience, eh? Standing here watching rain bead off of a freshly treated, well, not so freshly, but you get my drift. Beading lovely up along there. Cool, there's a big one about to go. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, look at that. Yes. There he goes. That's the big one I was thinking of. Yeah, excellent. I'm well chuffed with that. Blinding result. Superb. And look at me paintwork, look at it, look. Ew, can you see that? Look at it beading on there. See if you can see that. Yeah, look at that. It's like a work of art, isn't it, eh? Whoa, it's the magic I put into it. Yeah, so I'm done up to there. That's where I'm done up to. I've still got there to do, and across there to do, and down the other side, the bonnet, front wings, front bumper, and then just clean up the wheels just that tiny little bit more. Maybe a little bit of tire trim, not too much. What else have I got to do? Oh yeah, treat all the rubber seals and the plastics. That's it. But yeah, I'm well pleased with that roof. Well chuffed. Because it's had, what, about 6 hours to dry in my garage this evening, today, this afternoon. Because it's getting to close to, what, 7:30 I think? Somewhere around there. Isn't this lovely? Right, big one, big one. Oh, he tumbled off and caused a super. Absolutely super. Exactly how a convertible roof is supposed to work. Yum, 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 yum. Look at it all. Oh, I can't hold still. I really can't. Right, that's it. I can't do this anymore. You'll get bored. Actually, this is a good idea as a separate video on its own, isn't it? Watch the rain hitting a convertible roof. And there we go. One clean Saab 93 convertible. What do you think? All done, and I swear that's grey primer. I would swear blind, all of this is grey primer, lacquered. Whoever did this paint job, bless them, overspray everywhere, even on the steering wheel. Typical. Both sides are in the shade. When you want the sun, there you go. Job's a good one. The aerials will be replaced later with new ones. And that's that. Cheers all. See you soon.